Calling all budget gamers, you have a new budget deck that you can have in your disposal, all thanks to the StarCraft mini set with Zerg Deathknight. Zerg Deathknight is, I would say, the standout deck of the mini set because it is just so powerful. If you have not seen Zerg Deathknight yet, the whole deck is really built around this new 3/2 Infestor card. So for 3 mana, you get a 3/2 with a death rattle of your Zerg minions get +1/+1 for the rest of the game. So we are trying to use and abuse this death rattle as much as we can. And how we're doing that is with your usual death rattle synergies, like with Brittlebone Buccaneer, Death Growl, and Orbital Moon. And the payoff for doubling up on this death rattle is you get a massive amount of buffs on Zergling. So a 1 mana 1/1, a decent rate, starts to quickly turn into a 1 mana 2/2, 3/3, 4/4 that comes with a copy of itself. So if it is a 4/4, you get 2 4/4s for 1 mana if you have procced the Infestor 3 times, which is very easy to do in this deck. And if your opponent can hold off the swarm of Zergs, you have a incredible top end with the usual Airlock Breach, but the main card that I want to highlight is Kerrigan, Queen of Blades. This hero card is absolutely insane. It is for 7 mana, comes with 5 armor per usual, but on Battlecry you get 2 2/5 Brood Queens, and you also deal 3 damage to all enemies, not enemy minions, enemies. So this also goes face. So that does come up often. 3 damage to face is not a small amount of damage, but you also get an upgraded hero power in the form of Ravage, which is a 2 mana deal 3 randomly split among all enemies. Again, all enemies. This is improved by Zerg minions you control. So this damage goes up once for every Zerg you control, and those 2/5 Brood Queens are Zergs, so this oftentimes deals 5 or more. And if you're wondering what the heck is a Brood Queen, we also run 2 of those straight up. 3 mana, 2/5. At the end of your turn, you get a larva that transforms into random Zerg minions. So this aggressive deck has incredible longevity with these Brood Queens, and then just the absolute amount of stats that you can pump out thanks to Infestor makes this an absolute menace. On top of that, we also have Viper that can heavily disrupt your opponent at the same time, allowing you to progress your game plan of making the Infestor proc multiple times. Anyway, Zergs are amazing, and this deck is incredible. So if you are balling on a budget and you want to play the new expansion, I highly recommend that you craft Zerg Deathknight. And if you enjoy Hearthstone content like this and would like to see more of it in the future, please consider subscribing. It helps channels like mine a ton if you do that. And while you're down there, you might as well throw in a like. That helps a ton as well. And if you do take Zerg Deathknight out for a spin, tell me how it treats you. I've been on an absolute tear. Again, I've gone 9-3 with this deck. It is absolutely incredible. Anyway, let's get into some games. Another rogue opponent. It's tempting to keep all 3 of these, and I think I will. Infestor Death Growl is like how this deck becomes like real big in the late game. So I think I'm just gonna spawning pool, hit the button, and we're off to the races. No play by the opponent. I'm just gonna try to capitalize. Go with a 1/4. There's a variety of ways that rogue can deal with a 1/4 on turn 2, but that is not one of them. That does not fit the bill. So we will go with an Infestor. And I will save that for some next turn rushing if that's necessary. Coining out Ethereal Oracle. So we're trying to cycle rogue some more. My opponent believes in cycle rogue still. Gotta respect it. Into backstab. Yep. Prepping out a fan of knives, also very solid. So now we have some 3/3s, and we are gonna go ahead and shadow step that. Very solid turn. Let's just go with a Chillfallen, and then just a Zergling. And again, no reason really to click on the spawning pool. Don't want to waste the rush. Tar Slick for the opponent. Into Tar Slick for the opponent. And then another Shadow Step for good measure. Okay, okay. So we can go spawning pool, Zergling, Zergling, Chillfallen Baron, and swing for 2. Pretty big board. I've already seen double Tar Slick, so I'm feeling like Fan of Knives can't deal that much damage. Can deal 2, which is fine. So I've seen double Fan, double Tar Slick. So my opponent is looking for something good. Let's go 3. And I should clear the 2/3. Yeah, let's clear the 2/3. Yeah. Let's also go Barrage. So just in case this doesn't clear, like, Insidious. Yeah. Viper will take care of an 8/8. A little bit of pressure off of us. Come back with some 3/3s. Opponent is at 18. And they're facing lethal damage. Not the 7/5. Okay, just a 3/3. I love seeing one of the Playhouse Giants go down. Dig for treasure. They're definitely looking for, I would assume, Playhouse Giant number 2. And Gear Shift. We'll see if Nydus Worm can find the second Viper. Speaker Stomper cycled. To Playhouse Giant. So they are at 9. So I am 1 off lethal right now. Let's see what the worm can find. Honestly, probably enough. Being at 28. I think if I just shove face, they're probably not gonna live. And I do not see them doing 28 to me next turn, so let's... Yeah. Let's just shove face. Because next turn we do have lethal, no matter what, with Kerrigan. Dig for treasure. It finds their Speaker Stomper again. Even if they have Ceaseless, they'll need a way to gain armor or life, and I don't believe Cycle Rogue typically does that. But it is a new world where Ethereal Oracle costs 4, so I could be surprised. Yeah, there's an 8/8.
How enigmatic.
I'm almost out of cards.
Yes, this feels like a concession.
I have seen creation, and I will bring destruction.
And then we have ourselves a little Kerrigan lethal. Insane that goes face. And a couple 4/7 friends to join me at the end. Sorry, Cycle Rogue, but Zergs are the new deck. Mage has actually been pretty popular recently with Protoss. Viper is kind of awkward into them because of Colossus. Definitely need a bigger board in order to get that out of their hand. Miracle Salesman, I will never mulligan you. And Spawning Pool, same story. I'll pretty much always mulligan Chillfallen Baron. No offense to the to Mr. Baron. Okay, double Salesman. Start with just one of them. Hopefully we can find our Infestor here soon. Now, especially. Start working our way through this location to get that sweet, sweet rush value. So next turn, if we can find Nydus Worm or Infestor, we're feeling pretty good. Even Brood Queen would feel pretty good. And Brood Queen is who we get. We'll clean up the 3/1. Make sure our 2/5 stays around for a little longer, ideally. They do have a 3-mana deal 5 now that I think about it. Heck yeah. Ooh, there it is. Yeah, we go absolutely crazy with that. Infestor. Absolutely insane. Pretty much the perfect set of draws that we could have asked for. If this sticks around next turn, we have a phenomenal play with Yelling Yodeler. Warp Gates. Yeah. They do need to deal with it before I go crazy. But yeah, it's already kind of over. Sometimes you just get zerged. A rogue with the cool skin. Isn't that the skin that you get like at the end of this event reward? How'd they already get that anyway? I'm not even close to getting that. Is that a 1, 2, 3 curve that I see? You keep the 1, 2, 3. You have to keep the 1, 2, 3. You kidding me? Snake Handler, Queen? Queen? We're just absolutely styling on JT Snow 22. I spoke too soon. We are being styled on ourselves with the photon cannon. Prep, photon cannon, pass. Alright, but how do you think of another 2-2? There's no way you have another photon cannon. That's what I thought. Still a really good play. The quick pick's very nice. 3 queens. Alright, swing 2. So next turn we can go Queen Barrage. Dig for treasure. We'll find... Not a pirate confirmed. Coin did not go in hand.
Annihilation.
Void Ray. Void Ray will probably be eaten by my 1/1. I think we can do better than Roach. Yeah. I'm thinking we can do better than Roach. So much value out of these queens. Ideally we'll hit what's it called? Infestor. Surely one of these 3 larvas will produce a Infestor. Very unlucky, by the way. Lost the 33%er. I guess it's not unlucky. I'm just salty. I'm just livid, is all. Let's see what we can do with Baron. And you know what? Am I okay with just a 2-mana 3/4? I think I'll actually I'm wanting to develop the spawning pool instead. And I do want to get a 1/1 out of the deal. Or maybe 2 1/1s. I'm being really greedy with these larvas. I just really want it to be an Infestor. Another prep. Into more mana cheating.
We must make haste.
Okay. Oh, that's pretty good. It's hard to say no to that. Hydralisk is just like such good value. Gonna preemptively trade into there. So is this gonna be a Roach? Baneling? Yeah. I like that play. Baneling, and then surely these will get cleaned up by this battle cry. Perfect. And my opponent's already at 13. I've kind of like blacked out, honestly. I'm doing a lot more damage than I thought I was dealing. And my board looks absolutely fantastic.
Now this is treasure.
The Scoundrel. So they're gonna try to get, yeah, the Templars going.
Annihilation.
Void Ray, yeah. Void Ray's pretty good. Into Deafen. And I do need to clean up this 3/4 or else I will get Templar out of this game. But before that, let's see what Spawning Pool can do for me. Not bad. So let's go actually here. Some Zerglings. Let's also go with Viper. Nice. Love to see that. And let's just clean up their board. And also throw this guy out there. Nice. Should I pop that? Yeah, I'll pop the Divine Shield. Get that out of my face. Okay, so we love to deal with the Templar. The cover artist was a great snipe.
We must make haste.
The Queen will definitely help take care of their 5-3 and 4-3. My opponent's kind of hit me in my head, which I don't really appreciate. Ooh. Yeah. Let's go with the Queen. And we also do need to get a card out of our hand, so let's just make it the Salesman for today. More larvas. So next turn we have the spawning pool. Rush to go absolutely crazy. Sonya is back. So is this the turn that they're going to try to Templar me out of the game? Shadow Step? Nope. Cover Artist. Also very strong.
Now this is treasure.
Scoundrel. Into a blink, and will that be what they need?
Time is short.
So they already virtual. Yeah. They almost had something going on there. I like the idea, but, you know, Zerg Russian and all that. Is that the meme? Zerg Russian? Anyway.